Day 20, 11:49 a.m. Ziggy, Tracy, Brian, Amanda and Sam are in the living area. Billy and Chanel are in the bathroom. Shawnee, Charlie and Liam are in the bedroom. Later today, all housemates will nominate.
Shawnee, did you or do you know anyone who put water in my Ugg boots? Because I'm going to Diamond to complain now because it's not on.
Listen, I put a cup on it as a joke yesterday, but there was no water in it.
They were drenched. Drenched, so it was you.
Oh, I didn't put water in your Ugg boots.
Well, they were drenched. I had to dry them and I was just fuming. And, you know, certain people have said to me, well, I'm not saying you because I know it's you. But
oh, yeah, I don't know it's a joke.
Enough, but I don't, they were £170 boots, Sean. I don't see it as a joke. I'm really annoyed. And I'm not saying that, you know, a prank's a prank. Fair enough, I can laugh at that.
I didn't put water in.
They're drenched. They were drenched. And
that wasn't me. I put on an empty.
I think it's a sign of bullying, so I'm going to go to the dining room. The other day my bed was wet. The whole of my side of that bed was drenched. Yeah?
How come?
I don't know. That's my whole point. Drenched. I swear to God, the whole of that. Wet. And I swear to God, I had to leave for all day. Then I come back and it was all dry.
Yeah,
it was Shawnee that put the cup in my boot.
I don't know, as a joke, as a prank yesterday, me and Laura. Well,
fair enough, I'm still going to the diary room, so I don't care. Things keep happening to me, I don't find it funny.
But I never put water in it now.
I'm not going to lie, I don't need to know. It's my boots. They're not cheap boots, they're not £10, they're £170.
The cup on as a joke yesterday.
You ever seen that put the water in my boots?
I didn't.
No, it's not even funny though, to be honest with you, because they're not cheap.
I put the cup on as a joke yesterday afternoon, but I didn't realise I don't even
find that funny, I find that pathetic. Never mind, it's done. It's not done, Carol. They're not cheap boots. I'm sorry, they're £170
Yeah, he hasn't put the water in them.
Well, who did? He's admitted that he put a full cup of water in my boots. It weren't up the right way, it was upside down. Now, who would have done that?
No, I didn't do that.
Find it evil and discriminating and just rude.
Tell me again how much it cost?
£170.
Thank you.
Boots.
I'd just forgotten.
Oh, my pump. Wet tissue.
Oh, that's stupid.
Look.
What's that about?
Is that you?
That was me. I didn't know it was yours. I put
this is becoming pathetic.
They're always hers.
I didn't realise they were hers.
It was
Look,
hers.
Tracy, wet tissue in my shoes. Drenched.
That was a joke.
Ha, very fucking funny. I've had enough of this shit. This is it now. He's put wet tissue in my pumps as well, now they're drenched. Shawnee just admitted it. Now this is fucking going...
He's put it where?
They want me to swear to you, though.
He's put it where?
In my pumps. He just admitted it. See, look, drenched. Now am I going mad, am I? He's got to stop, really.
Do this, man it.
I was putting up...
Let's get serious. It is not funny now, yeah? I think it's immature behaviour and pathetic, and I've had enough.
12:47 p.m. Laura and Carol are in the living area. Most of the housemates are in the bedroom.
I've got a slight feeling I'll make it way before you.
No, I think the other way around.
We'll only say this to each other, but it's...
This is Big Brother. Would Amanda come to the diary room?
Haven't even thought about it, what we're going to do?
You'll be fine.
I'll be in there a while.
Big Brother calls housemates to the diary room to nominate in alphabetical order.
Oh no.
Go for it, darling.
I don't even have a clue yet though.
Well, that's all right. You've got to take your time. You've got some time to do it.
Okay. Thank you.
Amanda, please could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
My first nomination is Carol because I just think that like it annoys me that like whenever we want fun and stuff, like she takes it too serious and she lacks fun more. And like she kind of brings the fun down a bit, like it's like you just want to do some crazy outrageous things. Carol will try to put a stop to it and stuff, and I'm just like, oh. And then like you kind of feel like, oh, I've done something bad now. And it's like, but when Big Brother house, I shouldn't have to get told off unless you guys tell me off.
Now could you give the name of your second nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
Tracy. I think it's about like the fun stuff again, that like when we play, like when we do tasks and stuff, certain tasks, she really like takes it really serious. Like she'll be like rolling her eyes and stamping, and I'm just like, just go with the flow kind of thing, rather than getting all dead stressed out and being dead like ordered. I just think that she gets a bit like serious on certain things, like when we're having meetings and stuff, like a bit too serious.
Thank you, Amanda. You may now leave the diary room.
Thanks, bye.
you done?
Yeah.
Was it painless? Yeah. Do you want a hug?
I don't like it. I sat down.
No, I know you wouldn't like it. No, that's all right.
Amanda, we seen how you looked at us.
We've seen how you just looked at both of us.
I think you just gave it away, and we were not very happy.
No, we saw it as soon as you just couldn't look us in the eyes.
Billy is next to nominate.
Billy,
Yep.
please could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
So obviously the first nomination this week is Carol. I don't want someone to tidy up and stuff like that. I want to be able to like fend for myself, and we want to be able to like make a mess and stuff like that, not feel mothered or obligated to tidy up, and without her it might explode into a madhouse situation, but really might not be so bad. So I'm down, I'm okay with that.
Now could you give the name of your second nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
Oh, it's Jonathan today. Jonathan. This is a big deal for me and a lot of other people, whereas Jonathan can possibly buy the best experiences in the world. You know, he can do what I can't do that. This is as good as it'll get for me. So if you've got £6 million when you're just here for the experience, it's the only experience that you can't buy, isn't it? I think that this is just another been there, done that.
Okay, I've had a few arguments, but I don't think I'm hated. I shouldn't be hated for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, saying as I like you being here. I'm
saying with you, if you weren't here, who am I going to colourful dress up with? Nobody. Be honest.
I mean, what two people can have an argument and sleep in the same bed together at night? Like, that's funny.
I even got in a better kitchen last night. I knew it was you.
No, you did.
I knew it was you that done my boots, mate.
I told my brother.
When I found out, I was laughing about it. I said, I'm going to kill him when he wakes up. But remember, I even come to bed and give you a kiss.
Brian is the next housemate to nominate.
The first person I choose to nominate would be Shawnee. I'm not nominating on behalf of Charlie, I'm nominating my own. But the fact that he touched Charlie's belongings today, he has no respect for other people's thing, and he thinks it's a prank, and then he gets Carol on board saying he's not vindictive. I think it is vindictive. It's his way of showing that I can do whatever I want, and when I do something that I want, I'm going to do the little boy lost look, and then they're going to stick up for me. And it's just, it don't wash with me, to be honest, so that's why I nominate Shawnee.
Now could you give the name of your second nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
My second nomination is Carol. I didn't come in this house to cook, clean and make up rules that restrict us more than the rules that we've already got in the Big Brother house. Like between me, the twins, Charlie and Liam and Billy, like when we have a good time, we get told off. They do it in a way that goes says, well, if you do this, you do know this is going to happen, don't you? And it's like, do you want to patronise me anymore? So it's like living around your mate's mum and dad's house where you can't breathe, and if you do anything out of line, you get told off for it. And it's like, I don't want to be babysat. I didn't come in the Big Brother house to be babysat by someone. I came in here for a bit of independence. I didn't come in here to be treated thoroughly like a kid who needs to be told off.
Thank you, Brian. You may now leave the diary room.
Thanks, Bella.
So far, Carol has received 3 nominations. Jonathan, Shawnee and Tracy have 1 nomination each.
Somehow...
The next housemate to nominate is Carol.
Carol, please
Hello.
could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
My first nomination is Laura. I think she's often very dismissive of me. She sometimes doesn't even answer. When I speak to her, she just ignores me. She just sort of says a couple of things and then removes herself. And then those little comments that she's made are the start of an altercation between a couple of other housemates. And she just watches it and constantly says things like, I've never done anything. It's nothing to do with me. Second one's been more difficult. However, it's Nikki. I think she is a fun person, but she becomes very intense and just goes on everything and wants approval all the time. And personally, I've got a bit fed up with it. I don't really want to look at that for weeks and weeks if I'm here.
Carol, you look so serious. You're like,
Well, it's actually a serious business, Charlie. You know, we're actually deciding somebody else's fate in or out of the house. You know, and I take it serious. I take it seriously. It is something that's serious.
Dominic, the game room.
It's Big Brother. Come to the dining room.
Bye, Chanel. Look,
Ready?
Oh, which
Not
one's
ready
my
yet.
tea?
I didn't know that it was my
What
turn.
Which one's my tea?
the friend?
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy.
I don't return. I thought Charlie went before me. Hello, Chanel.
Hi.
Please could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
My first nomination is Charlie. Like I've said before on numerous occasions, she wants everything to be about her. And this show isn't called Charlie, it's called Big Brother. She just causes a lot of trouble in the house. She causes a lot of arguments. And also I just don't like how she has a sip of wine and pretends to be pissed out of her face and falls on the floor and shows all her female genitalia for no reason.
I haven't argued at all anymore. If you see, you may notice.
No, your problem is that you're actually... Because you and Chanel him.
It's a problem, but it could not be a problem.
And this is causing tension.
Yeah.
Maybe it's creating a little bit of jealousy, maybe... And, you know, but you see, if my friend, in the period you were single, who finds a lovely girlfriend that you probably even like yourself, and you're a little bit jealous, it's like there, but you cannot feel envy. Some people let envy to occupy them without them realizing. It's very, very easy. It's,
I believe
everybody would like to have support.
After the nominations for something like this.
Let's not talk about it. But
you know, at the end of the day, if that's the reason why some people want someone out, then fine. I've had a good run. I really have.
Difficult run you have.
Difficult, very difficult.
Now could you give the name of your second nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
My second person to nominate is... no, I said Zach, I didn't mean that. God, it's probably going to have to be... Shawnee. He's changed a lot since last week. He will sometimes shout over people to get his opinion across. And he'll keep saying it until people... I know that it does annoy other people in the house, and that could cause a lot of rows.
Finally, can you please confirm the names of the two people you have chosen to nominate?
Yeah. Zach and... fucking hell, stop saying that word. Don't choose that, because that's not what I want. Shit, hang on. Charlie. And, Charlie and Shawnee. Charlie and Shawnee. The guy in this camper. Oh, gosh.
2:28 p.m. Housemates have been nominating for 1 hour and 42 minutes. So far, Amanda, Billy, Brian and Carol have nominated. Carol has 3 nominations. Shawnee has 2 nominations. Charlie, Jonathan, Laura, Nikki and Tracy have 1 nomination each. Charlie is next to nominate.
Charlie.
Hi, Big Brother.
Please could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
Oh, God, I don't know. Oh... I think it's got to be Nikki. The reason probably will be because we bicker a lot, and for the last few days we haven't been getting on at all, and I felt like everything I've been saying, she's really been snapping at me and just being quite horrible and a bit vicious and nasty. I feel like she walks around every day with the hump every single day, and she doesn't want to interact in that, and she just walks around looking very miserable nearly every day, and it makes me feel a bit uncomfortable.
Now could you give the name of your second nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
Sure. My second person would have to be Shawnee. He's been playing pranks lately, a lot of pranks, and it's really made me upset. I know it's a bit of a strong word, but I felt like in some ways they were bullying me in a way to make me feel like I'm going mad. He put water in my boots, and you know, they're quite expensive boots, and I won't have the money to be going to buy a new pair. It's nice to play a prank on someone, fair enough, I'm the first to do a prank on someone and laugh about it, but not when it's people's belongings that I've bought with my own money, yeah, and whatever, and someone's just gone and drenched them all up, and you know, it's just evil. It's got on my nerves, it's horrible things, you know.
Thank you, Charlie. You may now leave the diary room.
Okay, thanks. I'm done. Hi, Pop. Oh, that's so annoying though, isn't it?
Don't worry. You should
I
get
do
over
as
it.
honestly as I can, and
Jerry is the next housemate to nominate.
I know, I'll do my best.
Hello, Jerry.
Hello. The first name for me to nominate will be Charlie. I feel that my honeymoon period with her ended. It has reached a point that I'm quite fed up with Charlie being in the center of every single fight in this house. It has become hell, and she's very, very unfair with everybody. And around Charlie, you walk on eggshells. The way I see it, the more she stays, the more trouble she causes, the more she will be hated outside.
Now could you give the name of your second nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
It's Liam. We don't have anything in common. Every time I speak to him, the conversation will turn around trees. And of course I'll ask him more about trees. And that's what, you know, he talks about trees. I wouldn't notice his absence in the house. What he contributes is not important to me. Yeah.
Brian and Nikki are at the smoking area talking about Jonathan.
I think he has moments where he talks to us like he's employees. But that's because he's probably used to talking to his employers. His employers are probably around our age as well. I am
but
people
who knows what
like
life
us.
experiences? He might have been born into money and therefore sort of has
I don't
always
think
had
he
it.
has. Do you think he seriously think he
No,
has?
no, I'm just saying he might have been, and as you know, and his first car might have been a chauffeur-driven ride or something. Or he could have come from a really poor family,
Likes the riches.
worked his arse off, and you know, whatever. Who knows?
Jonathan is next to nominate.
First one is Nikki. She shuts down. She doesn't take part except in cliquey ways. And she's not very communicative, at least to me. I can't get any eye contact going. I can't get anything going. I'd rather vote out somebody who I have enormous admiration for and think is probably of the most interesting people in the house, but I think on balance takes more energy away from the house than gives more energy to the house. And that's why she's my first and easiest nomination.
Now could you give the name of your second nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
It's got to be Tracy that I'm nominating. Even after 2 or 3 days, I'm finding the endless catchphrases and the hopping about and the wandering about in circles in the garden and all that, and gravy and everything age on the end, and have it and, you know, do it and all that, endlessly grinding. And she's a loner, which you're allowed to be, but she's so much of a loner that it's like she's got her own private show going on. Whilst that's absolutely fine, I want to know the person. I don't want to know the catchphrase. So if I'm going to live with a catchphrase all the time, then I may have to go deaf.
Yeah, it was. Robbie.
Yeah.
These are no Christmas for me, but I'm not able to say it.
No.
Well, I'll hear it say. I love the tall I feel.
How do you feel, Jonathan?
I feel like I said at the start. I feel at peace and not in pieces. I feel quite at peace with it.
It must have been hard for you because you don't know people that
I
well.
know everybody here more than they know themselves.
Do you think?
That's my absolute arrogant attitude based on pure ignorance.
What was that?
He said, sometimes I've had conversations with him, he said he knows, like, he sees things before, like, he knows the real people, who's real and who's not.
I've watched it before,
You're not wrong. What I like about him, he's very arrogant in a good way. Do you know what I mean? He don't put on no airs and graces or chat shit. If you watch him, he actually is a quite straightforward person. He'll say something like, that's a bit rude, Jonathan, but he's being serious. And he don't beat around the bush, as such. He's probably a fucking mole.
Laura is next to nominate.
Hello, Laura.
Hello. My name of my first nomination is going to be Carol, because, she drives me absolutely nuts. You can't even pour a glass of water without picking on it or saying you've got to do it this way because this is better and this is right and this is wrong. And I don't know, it's just... she's probably a really nice person outside this place, but I think this is bringing up the worst of her. Do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, you got to do this way, you got to do that way. And I feel like if I'm being locked in a box. My second nomination is going to be Jonathan, because, I don't know, there's something not right about him. He's very bossy. It feels like if I'm in a boarding school with Carol and Jonathan, to be honest. It's like if, it's like regimented and we ain't allowed to do this and we ain't allowed to do that, and you've only been here a few days, but that's, like I said, I don't really know him that well, but he's my second nomination.
Housemates have been nominating for 2 hours and 43 minutes. So far, Carol has 4 nominations. Nikki and Shawnee have 3 nominations each. Charlie, Jonathan and Tracy have 2 nominations each. Laura and Liam have 1 nomination each. Liam is the next housemate to nominate.
Hello, Liam.
Hello. The name of my first nomination is Jonathan. The reason I vote for him is because I find him quite rude. I enjoy his company sometimes, but I don't like when he when he people and, oh, shut up, and all this and that. I mean, sometimes he's brought it back and made it funny, but I can see it's within him. He's the most likely out of the housemates to get on my nerves. On the same note, my second one will have to be Charlie. She is she's a difficult human being. I mean, she's name-dropping constantly. She's, I think she talks a bit immense, tells some porky pies. I know she's strong and I know she can deal with anything that this world has to throw at her. You know, that's clear as day, but she's just not for me.
Shooting myself. I don't think the public are going to like me though. You never know, do you?
You never know. You can go either way. You can go either way. That's the only thing about it.
That's true. But I don't think I'm going to, like, not saying I want anything out of it, but I mean, I'm not going to get anything out after 3 weeks, am I?
Depends.
It's not long enough, is it?
Depends. No. There's been people that come out after 2 weeks and still, it's all about now.
Nikki is next to nominate.
Nikki.
Yes.
Please could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
My first one is going to be Jonathan. He made me feel quite uncomfortable yesterday, and I know, like, blokes are pervs anyway, but he's a lot older. He was a little bit suggestive at one point, and it made me feel a little bit awkward, and I didn't like it. And I should have just said to him, please don't say that because it's making me feel awkward, but I didn't. And also, I offered to make everyone a cup of tea, and I know it's only a silly thing, but I was like, what tea would you like? And he went, green. I was like, sorry, is that green, please? And he went, oh, I don't want one. I notice when people don't say please and thank you. Melons don't cost anything, even if he is loaded.
Now could you give the name of your second nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
I'm nominating Shawnee because he says that I haven't been particularly happy or smiley or myself for the last couple of days when I feel like I've totally been myself. It doesn't add up, so why would he do that? Has he got a motive? And I'm also confused because he is somebody that doesn't go for women, he goes the opposite way. Why he's so, like, always rubbing my hand and holding my hand and wanting to kiss. Like, he does it with everybody. And but last night he put his hand on my leg and was very like, and maybe he's just really affectionate, but I'm just find it a bit strange.
Have you done before? Yeah, exactly. That's. Oh yeah, the magic wipes.
That sounds a bit like the thing, I think.
Yes.
Where's my hot sauce?
Thank you very much.
No, I said, can someone watch it for me?
Oh, yeah, Nicky, yours.
Oh, wicked, thank you.
I'll bring it over.
Oh, no, it's alright, I can wait now.
No, you won't. This is my lunch. I'm doing it.
Sam is next to nominate.
First nomination is Carol. Over the last week, like, I can see how she's a bit like pushy with things. I can see how she does it because she's like kind of like the mother figure in the house. Like, but like I can see like if things don't go exactly the way, like she gets quite angry and stressed out about it. Like if you're making food sometimes, and like she'll like do it like this way, and if you don't, she just gets quite like stressed and like kind of walks off or starts shouting, and like you can't speak over her sometimes. Like.
Now could you give the name of your second nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
Maybe Liam. Liam. I can't really hold a conversation with him. I don't know why I can't, but I just feel like I just haven't really got nothing to talk about. And like also like I think he like is looking dead bad into the whole game side of Big Brother. Like last night when we was in the pool, like he was trying to justify everyone in the house, like who's playing a game, who's doing this. He's trying like I think he thinks that me man did dead bad acting up. And it just makes me feel a bit frustrated, like.
Would you hold that 2 seconds? Thanks, babe.
Well done, you're alright.
Yeah. Who's coming out? Because you're right. Stop acting. You always act peculiar, you two, bless you. Don't be silly, you're right. We've all had to do it, haven't we? Strong.
That'd be great. Then I thought, actually.
Would Shawnee come to the dining room?
Johnny!
Really? No, honestly, I did. I think a lot of people have tried that actually. Because everyone.
Billy's that snail.
My first nomination is going to be Brian. I feel that whenever we're speaking to each other, he sometimes doesn't make a lot of eye contact. It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. I'm not used to that. Also because after meals, he doesn't stay together and help everybody right away. He goes out for a smoke or goes and does his own thing. And I don't think that's very good manners. Second nomination is going to be Tracy. I feel that at times she can still have a bit of an aggressive mood. Sometimes I feel that she can be a bit insensitive to some people's feelings. Just how she speaks, you know, it's very blunt, but to the point where it's not, it's just not delivered very nicely, I think.
So far, Carol has 5 nominations. Jonathan and Shawnee have 4 nominations each. Charlie, Nikki and Tracy have 3 nominations each. Liam has 2 nominations. Brian and Laura have 1 nomination each. Tracy is next to nominate.
My first nomination is Shawnee. I feel because the new boys have come in, he's gone out of the limelight, and so he's beginning to get on people's nerves by playing pranks, and it's not good news in the house, and people are getting tired of it. It's very tiresome. There's a rift beginning because he doesn't know when to stop, and they're going far too far. If he can't see that, well, he should look at himself a bit more seriously. My second nomination will be Jonathan. He's just taking a role in where you've got to bow down to his regime. If you're not in a certain place at a certain time, he'll shout over you, come and get your dinner, and the fact that he's making food, don't get me wrong, everyone has a role, obviously, but he's really taken over like that. And a lot of people have found him, or have been saying to me that they find him quite creepy in some ways because he's sketching some of the girls out. And I don't think that's good.
Not literally like that.
I just don't see how you can get out of here.
That's right, that's the thing. It's going to be weird when you come out and...
This is Big Brother. Would Ziggy come to
Ziggy.
the diary room?
Poor Ziggy. Good luck.
Thank you.
This is it, is it?
This
Great.
is it. My first nomination is Charlie. I think that she has almost burnt all her bridges with everyone in here because she argued with everyone. And then when Shabs went, because obviously that was kind of like a bit of a sidekick to Charlie, she suddenly realised, shit, I have to start getting friendly with people again. So I do believe that she's a little bit see-through in some things she does with on the fake side with some people, and I think it's quite obvious to see. I don't know if I'm the only person who's seeing this. I don't think I am.
Now could you give the name of your second nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
I've chosen Nikki because I find Nikki quite moody. When we had new housemates in the other day, when they first came in, she said a couple of things in front of them to me, which were I found quite offensive. You've got to give people a first chance. I don't think it's for anyone to go out their way and be nasty about someone. I think if you've got nothing nice to say, then don't say anything at all. Simple.
Thank you, Ziggy. You may now leave the diary room.
Cheers.
Carol, Jonathan and Shawnee all received 5 nominations each and will face a public vote this week. Charlie and Nikki both received 4 nominations. Tracy got 3 nominations. Liam received 2. Brian and Laura received 1 nomination each. Amanda, Billy, Chanel, Jerry, Sam and Ziggy received no nominations. 5:51 p.m. Most of the housemates are in the bedroom. Nikki and Tracy are in the living area talking about Liam.
Do you think he does?
He goes, I want to whip her ass.
No, he didn't. Tell me the honest truth.
Oh, I'll be honest.
Do you think he does fancy me?
Yeah. I think he's got a feeling for you. He likes everyone in the house, but I think the feeling he's got for you is slightly more stronger.
Good.
Bit of eye candy for you,
Bit of a
Nick.
project.
Oh, project now. Just an A4. Oh, good question.
No.
I'm going to make a book out of it, a scrapbook.
No.
Liam's Book of Love.
You know what I mean.
All right, then, by the wrap party, yeah, you'll be fucking him. In the toilets. There's my bet.
You can't be serious.
Why can't I? I'm 37 years old. I can make a serious statement if I choose. And there it's been said.
You think I'll be fucking him?
I think you'll be inside his boxes by the time we leave the wrap party. And I'll even bet you a Rizzler on it.
He's doing it on purpose.
I know.
Isn't he?
Because he knows we're talking about him. That's what men do. Men are just the same as women in that respect. You're one up on E-rate on points because you already kissed him. You're one up on
and I
points.
did a 2-hand around his face.
A 2-hand? Is that a sexual move I don't know about?
You know, like a proper...
Yeah, get hold of it.
Proper, yeah. Not just a
if
one
you get
hand,
signals of certain people in this world, then I think go for it. If the situation's right.
I said thanks for the snog. Did you like it? It was good. It's very nice. Oh, good. Is Liam single? Has he got a girlfriend?
Single what?
What?
No, I was just wondering. Are you?
I was just wondering. Liam
Tickle me.
Liam single.
7:28 p.m. Most of the housemates are in the garden. For this week's shopping task, housemates must collectively swim the distance of the English Channel. Housemates must decide amongst themselves how they wish to tackle the 34-kilometre distance between Dover and Calais. Big Brother has calculated that the distance housemates must swim is equal to 7,556 lengths of the pool. When a housemate is swimming, 2 other housemates must be in the boat next to the pool. They must spur the swimmer on and count the number of lengths they've completed. If housemates manage to swim the distance by tomorrow night, they'll receive a luxury budget to spend on next week's shopping. Charlie has volunteered to go first.
This is Big Brother. Housemates, your task starts now.
Go! Get in! Go!
Get in the bloody pole.
Get in!
They're nose things, they're nose things, they're nose things.
Give me my bucket!
It does, it needs it.
Charlie, I'm coming, hang on, big brother! Go! Get in!
Get in the fucking hole, Charlie!
Shouting, you fucking... You've got to keep that on!
Oh, you are the
Don't tell me to take it off the plate. Go!
Yes.
Have we just failed? Get in! Quick!
Charlie!
You've got to touch the side!
It's actually filming on your channel. You don't know what your channel. Well done, Charlie.
Come on, Charlie. You're doing well.
Oh, guys, I've got to put it in.
Don't touch the sides, Charlie.
There's something on my arm!
You need to touch the sides, Charlie. Touch the sides with your hands up.
It just kills me though that she insists on going first.
Because it's a photo opportunity. Why do we let her
we
do
speak
it?
about this, we listen to rules. She walks off when people say rules. She doesn't know. It just kills me about this. But everyone lets it. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Can we just do that idea? Because it's only another another 70 lengths.
It's
so
not an issue.
We
It's not
might
an
as
issue.
well
We do it.
Okay, all right. Shall I just tell the count, or we'll know it
Just
tomorrow?
have the
5,700.
photo opportunity is all she's on.
No, it's 7,500.
7,500.
Well, I think we should do 7,600 just to make sure.
Yeah, fine.
Come on, Charlie! I'm drowning!
Come on, Charlie. Work it, girl.
I'm counting. You're hard. I am drowning.
Not now.
Guys, the people who are swimming should be sitting in the dinghies wet. All of us know swinging today.
Jerry's next to this one, and he's going to go straight after.
Wait.
I can't carry past her nose one, has it? I can't. I'm drowning. I'm not exaggerating, you.
10:41 p.m. Most of the housemates are in the garden. So far, housemates have completed 1,165 lengths of the pool. Ziggy, Chanel, Nikki and Sam are in the bathroom. Earlier, Jerry said that Chanel was unfit after she managed just 14 lengths of the pool.
Jeffy, it's so mean.
Okay, Nick.
He's been really fucking mean. He called Nicky fat and then he said to me, oh... He's here.
This is what I don't want to hear. What? Guys, let's do some more.
I just said you have to put a little bit more effort.
Right, Jerry, I've been in here, like, trying to get warm because it's fucking freezing. Freezing outside. No! It's freezing outside and it's really cold and so that's why. No! Don't talk to me. It's cold outside, right? So
We're all
keep me
trying.
here to warm up.
Chanel.
And you've just been picking on me.
I said you can do
Jerry, right,
better.
you were really upset today and I sat with you and I listened to you being upset and I was trying to be there for you and stuff and you just come in and shout at me for not making any effort. I said to Jonathan about 10 times, Jonathan, I'm in here when you want me. Jonathan, I'll sit in the boat. Jonathan, I'll come and do this. And I'm
All I
not sitting here
said,
doing nothing.
Listen, Chanel, calm down.
No,
I love you.
don't tell me to calm down. I'm patronising voice, Jerry. I haven't got any interest in what you've got to say. You're rude, you're obnoxious, you're up your own ass, and you're really fucking insulting. You made me feel like absolute shit now.
I'm going, because he's having me nervous.
Chanel?
It's really great. I'm running out of swimmers, no problem.
Sam, 1 second. Can I borrow 2 seconds? Can I have 2 minutes with Chanel?
Oh, yeah.
Just 2 minutes. Please? Relax.
Come on, Amanda, babe, you can do it. We've done 1,196. Yes!
The best thing to do right now is to do another couple of
Just
attempts.
because I don't want to stand outside in the -1,000,000 degrees doesn't mean I don't want to do anything. It's freezing. It's absolutely freezing. Oh, it's so cold. It's freezing outside.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, we get to almost a piece of cling film.
Gosh, no.
"12:29 a.m. Most of the housemates are in the garden. For this week's shopping task, housemates must collectively swim the distance of the English Channel, which Big Brother has calculated to be equal to approximately 7,500 lengths of the pool. So far, housemates have completed 2,096 lengths. Charlie, Ziggy, Carol and Billy are in the living area.
There's a bowl of thingy soup there if you want that.
Oh, no thanks.
Right, I'm doing these omelette here. I've also done a pot of pasta, which I'm going to put tomatoes with, for anyone else who wants a little something as well. And that's what it was, because we didn't have enough for everyone to have everything. That's all I would say.
What's going on in here then? Chase, what's going on in here now then?
Hey, what?
What's going on in here?
Oh, grief that food.
No, we're not having another round, Nikki.
Okay. Last change.
No, it doesn't make a nice change.
It does, actually.
I'm hungry.
You're not eating. You're not allowed.
Don't be so facetious, Nikki. She's already been told she can eat if she wants to.
Oh,
Don't start stirring. Yeah, well, it's not a laugh, is it? It's not a laugh. No, it's not a laugh. It isn't. Enough's bloody well enough. No, it's not, Nikki. Yeah. It might be funny to you. It's not funny. So, you know what? I'm going to actually say so. Nikki, from now, any friendship we had is over, all right?
Why? Why?
So please, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling in some way upset, please don't come to me. Don't ask me advice, opinions about anybody else, about anything. I really do not want to have anything more to do with you in this house that I'm here. Yeah, well, there you go. That's life, isn't it, love? That's life, as you would say. That's life.
Carol, come
and
here.
I know you
Can
do
please
the
don't
same.
cry because you're going to make me cry. Come here.
I have to say...
Oh, Tracy, this house sends me up.
As Tracy sees things that are going on, so do I. I hear things, I see things, and I don't like some of it that's
Please
going
don't
on.
cry, no,
And
Carol,
I
because it
don't
upsets
like-
me so much.
I don't like the effects it has on other people that I like here. You know, saying things about people behind their backs and then saying completely different things to their faces and stuff. And that's where I like you more than I would have ever liked Nikki, no matter how lovely she was as a person, because you are straight as a die. I know where I stand with you. I don't know where I stand with her, and I don't think a lot of other people know where they stand with her.
I'm the only one that has said, make sure there's vegetarian stuff left for Carol. Make sure there's a plate left for Carol. Carol, sit down, come and eat your dinner, let me do that.
I tried to give
Let me help you with the meals, Carol. Is there anything I can do, Carol?
And they know what,
No, I don't think you're
what a human being you are.
I just want to let you know, I want nothing to do with Nikki in this house anymore. All right? I will not. My friendship that I had with her, whatever level, is now finished. 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 End. Just finished. I dare. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I dare. Which a lot of people probably wouldn't dare to do. I am daring to do. Okay? I don't wish to raise my voice any further. End. Please don't speak to me. Please do not speak to me.
I'll try, because I'll try. Come on, where should we go?
No one knows what I'm thinking. Or what
I'm not speaking for you.
They can only give you their perception of things.
Carol, I'm not speaking for you.
No.
I wouldn't dream of it. I wouldn't dream of it. I couldn't if I wanted to.
You can give your perception of what you think.
I need to share it with
No,
me.
I'm not.
Then how can I understand?
But I'm not going to speak for
And
her.
that's
because I
part of the
can't.
problem.
Stop fucking talking to me!
Well, I've just asked you not to. I've just asked her not to talk to me. You know, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Doing the right, nothing at the moment.
Oh, God.
What the hell's going on in there, Kate?
Absolutely nothing, Laura.
How dare she make me feel like this?
Listen, Nikki, none of us is behaving normally in this environment. She's your friend.
She's not my friend.
Well, if you can...
She just said to me,
Listen.
I don't wish to speak to you. Please leave me alone.
Yeah. Tomorrow she will be fine. Nikki, tomorrow she will be fine and she will speak to you. We'll see about that. You don't know that.
There's things that I see and hear that are just not on, really.
No, you can say anything you like, it's fine. It's all right.
It's not on.
Don't cry, come on. Don't cry, don't cry.
It's not really on, you know.
It's all right.
Doesn't have to need to be doing that.
Come
She's
on,
all
let's
right.
stop
She's all
crying.
right.
I need to go wee-wee.
Carol, Jonathan and Shawnee face eviction from the Big Brother house. Who goes? You decide. To evict Carol, call 090 11 21 22 02. To evict Jonathan, call 090 11 21 22 17. To evict Shawnee, call 090 11 21 22 14. At least 10 pence from each call will be donated to charity, details of which can be found at channel4.com/bigbrother.